So you guys probably know about the Eradicators, but what about Plague Doctor? Plague Doctor is a random boss out of nowhere, and doesn't fit between the Eradicators and other robots. There is actually something that we may have overlooked. The Plague Doctor is the easy mode boss that we first fight. We then fought him when he was revived but died again. However, where did he come from? In fact, who is he in this game? Judging by the enemies and evidence, the Plague Doctor is a doctor from the 1300s which dealt with the bubonic plague. But what does this have to do with TDX? The Plague Doctor is revolved around with the supernatural with the ability to revive dead rangers and knights, which knights were in the same age as the Plague Doctors emerged. He also had sprays that either affected the damage, range, or fire rate of a tower. This means that Plague Doctor has power to the supernatural, so every zombie in easy or elite mode, he has power to them. This also explains every enemy in TDX because in Endless, Advisor mentions that Dr. Xenon has a Plague Division, and the main enemies that are associated are Plague Doctor and Plague Guardian, but also there are some enemies that have the same head as Plague Doctor like Disposalist, Spectre, Ex-Scientist, and Mutated Ex-Scientist. Each enemy in the beginning was created by Plague Doctor, which explains how the zombies existed in the first place, but when the enemies die, they don't go to waste. They take their bodies and added augments, which explains the revived and robotic enemies. And the crazy thing is, that over time the enemies aren't really zombies anymore, they are just subjects to Dr. Xenon's army. Examples are Contained, Prisoner, and many more enemies. So from this, we can pretty much make a strong case that Plague Doctor is originally the creators of each original zombie in TDX. But we have to ask, where did Plague Doctor come from? From the lore we've seen before, Plague Doctors emerged in the 1300s, but how is Plague Doctor still here to this day? There can be many ways Plague Doctor is here. He could have been frozen, judging by the technology in the TDX lore. Or he could have stayed alive to this day. Although it is difficult to tell how he is here in modern day, we can be very sure he is the reason why zombies exist. There isn't too much to go for Plague Doctor, but it is at least interesting.